You calling me? Oh, you just can't call. You just can't call me when you need a nigga to fuck on. You just can't call me when you need a nigga to free. You just can't call me when you need a nigga for money. You just can't call me when you need me on Monday and twice on Sunday. What the hell I look like? What the hell I look like? What the hell I look like, baby? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. You just can't call a nigga when you need someone to do freeway. You just can't call a nigga when you need someone to bitch to. You just can't think that I'll be right there. I will be there for me to share. What the hell I look like? What the hell I look like? What the hell I look like, baby? Tell me. Tell me. Welcome, everybody. This is D. Darrell Spears here today on D. Darrell, the Rebirth channel. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming in this morning. I'm gonna chop it up with you for a little bit. I'm at the office, chilling right now at my Houston office, and I'm just kind of thinking about a lot of different things. And I'm just kind of like, yesterday, you had a person who basically created a 4-hour, 3-hour plus live stream about me. And I'm trying to figure out what's the point. And so now this is not the Umar Johnson sector here. This is a manosphere type space. This is black. This is more of a black YouTube kind of space here. And I know I have a mixture of people from various spaces because I'm in multiple sectors. And there will be times when you come to this channel, you're going to see people that you don't know. They don't know each other, probably met for the first time. I have I have a totally different persona across various spaces. And I will be going live. I'm being very civil today for this particular short video because I'm going to be on for about 45 minutes. But I'm going to fuck off at 4 o'clock. After I'm done for the day, I will definitely speak my mind about a lot of things. But it just dawned to me that, man, there are people that just don't want to see me win. They don't. They refuse to accept me doing different things. There are people that just don't want to leave me the fuck alone. Obviously, there are people who just don't want to leave me alone. They don't want to leave me alone. And what they hate is that when I respond back, then it's, oh, D Darrell, you always beefing. Oh, D Darrell, you can't stay out of trouble. Now, my channel Sectors TV, that channel is not going to be about the beef. I never said that this channel wasn't. The Rebirth channel is a throwaway channel. It's a channel I do whatever the hell I want. The Sectors TV channel, you won't be seeing any new content on that channel until I change the name and decide the different direction that I'm going into. That's why I'm not going to be streaming right now. I'm actually setting up my dating coach channel. If you see me do any new content, it's going to be on this channel up until I close it down just strictly for streaming or to advertise the other channels. Before I continue, let me just give a shout out to my people. What's up, Miss T Pre? How you doing? I see K Business Podcast in the house. He said, "What's up? What's going on now? Why are people messing with you?" Man, people are always messing with me. What's up, Chaos Rain? How you doing, brother? What's going on? How you doing, Ms. Murph? Haters gonna hate. What's up, Conscious Energy? Yeah, you're right. Taz is a hater, Godfather. I feel you. What's up, Peanut Butter Hero? Here go Marquise 912. What's up, brother? I'm like, okay. And I want to preface the fact that there are people from another sector. I'm not going to name those two people, but there are people in the chat know exactly who they are. There are people in this chat that know exactly who those two people are. This is probably the fourth or fifth time that these two people, one that lives in Kansas City, the other one lives in the San Diego area, and they put a battery behind somebody's back to do what he did yesterday. They were all in the chat. She paid him $120 to do the bullshit that he did. Now, for people that know me and the man, you all know me and Taz have had an ongoing conflict with each other for at least 3 years. And I actually stopped talking about him because he's not worth talking about. I didn't know he was a fan. I really did not know Taz was one of my biggest fans. What grown man keeps videos of for 3-4 years of another man? You see, this is the problem. This to me is symptomatic of a problem with the black community. We allow our lowest of the lowest individuals, and it seems to spill into YouTube. The lowest of the low try to critique those who are, to me, the the shining stars of the community. I bring value to the black community. And there's people in the chat who bring value to the black community. Taz does not bring value to the black community. And he hates me for that. Because we're around the same age. And he hates to see that instead of me sitting around in Ohio smoking weed on the side, listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony in 1995, 96, 97, a brother like myself was at an HBCU, Southern University, studying his ass off, developing himself, and taking advantages of all that I can, educational advantages, financial advantages, to better myself so that when I'm at the age I am now, I have people working for me instead of me working for other people. You see, I don't need YouTube. But to me, the irony of all this is the dumbasses who follow him, because they're the ones who fuel this stupidity. They're the ones who fuel this stupidity. You had Negroes in his chat trying to criticize me because I misspoke. Oh, D. Durrell, you said condone yourself. Ah, ha, 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 ha. And look, how can he say this and how can he say that? And this Negro don't even have a GED. He's upset because he lost a debate with Jabari, which he had no business debating in the first place. What's up, Virtuous Woman TV? How you doing, baby? See Marquise in the house. He say leave Bone Thugs and Harmony out of this. Man, it's the first of the month. Like, dude. He still, you remember, like, when you watch Martin and you remember Jerome, he still got, even though we in the 90s, he was still stuck. He was still stuck in the 70s, a pimp, 70s pimp. Well, see, Taz is pretty much this generation, the millennial generation of a Jerome. This Negro still wearing some Air Force Ones with some baggy jeans and a big ass white tee down to his knees. This nigga still caught up. This is equivalent to a motherfucker wearing a leopard jacket and shoes with his hair pressed and shit with some shades and gold teeth. Taz is equivalent to a Jerome in the 70s, in the 90s, still stuck 20, 30 years ago in another generation. But only on YouTube can people have the power. They laugh, T3 laugh. I'm serious. This Negro is still stuck in that. He nigga, get with the times. And the reason, and then he got his estranged, I don't know, spiritual wife. You know that on YouTube we use the term spiritual wife if you're not legally married. And his 5K booty wife, you know, she paid 5K for that ass, by the way, for those that seen the ass. She in the background. And why he calling us anti-fraud warriors? We ain't no anti-fraud. Talking about, they AFW. They with the reverb in the background, she got to interject. And I'm gonna say this, Nala. Nala, I know when I was in Vegas, you wanted to come see me. Nala, I know you wanted to come see me. I know when I was at that Shaq pool party, you wanted to come. I know you was itching to hit me up. I know you was itching, Nala. Yeah, Nala, I know, baby. I know. It's hard when you got to carry dead weight and you got to pretend on YouTube that you happy. I know, Nala. I understand. He couldn't afford to even give you that 5K booty. You had to pay for that shit yourself. This is hilarious, man. But the reason why I'm saying it, they don't. So I'm expecting as I go into this new role and so forth, which is to me how I can be a dating coach. A dating coach is like 10 steps down from what I'm already. I'm doing this for YouTube. I am not. I work at a much higher, more sophisticated level in real life. For those who want to, particularly this woman from California, tell me how I can be whatever the hell I want to be. I could be a dating coach, life coach on YouTube if I so chose to. And if I choose to do services that can be somewhat parallel to my licenses, which you've tried to take away, get taken away from me, by the way, on multiple occasions. Continuing to send you sending $100 cash apps, lying about I got reprimanded from a complaint that you sent, which is a lie. I was reprimanded for 3 things that happened in my business, not necessarily for me personally as a professional. And I understand the liabilities of having a business. You have to accept those consequences. And I've already shown the proof that those things have been settled and I move on. And so I have to say to myself, who continues to listen to this deranged lunatic? So now I understand that no matter where I go, T-Pre, no matter where I go, conscious energy, no matter where I go, chaos reign, no matter where I decide, whatever space I enter in the YouTube, I will continually have to deal with deranged, obsessed lunatics who are delusional. And even when I left the sector, they still want to talk about me. And why is one of these men so concerned about how I feel about the LGBT community? Why are you so concerned about me understanding human sexuality and gender preferences? Why are you concerned about somebody you really don't know, you've never met, you never will meet? I don't want to ever see you in my life, even though I've had chances to go to Kansas City. You threaten to fight me. You're supposed to be a pastor. And then you lie about me paying people to harass you and your wife's practice. You did that. That was karmic debt that you had to pay. You lost your job because you operated in a manner that was not fit for the place, for that facility you was working. It had nothing to do with you not notifying them of anything. That's a lie. You know the reason why you got fired. I'm not going to say the reason, but everybody that knows you know why you lost your job. Yes, Gerald threatened to fight me, T-Pre. Let me do a little bit of I know this is not the sector, but I'm gonna do a little sector history. And there are people make a change can second this. DJ Drama can second this. Tiffany Phillips can second this. Who else was in that? Dr. Bombay can second this. Back in, I want to say this was 2019. I want to say this was around September. I want to no. Was it September? No. This was probably like November. It was either October or November of 2019. TMK Media can attest to this. We had a ongoing debate. The debate, Israel bound, and Gerald Palmer were debating the Bible. See, back in the day, my D Darrell channel, we talked about all kinds of serious issues and shit. And Gerald got mad because he could not out debate Israel bound on the Bible, and he said blasphemous things about homosexuality as it relates to the Bible, which were not necessarily truthful. He gave a very convoluted interpretation of the Bible, and Israel bound cursed him out. I was laughing, and then I interjected. And Mr. Gerald Palmer was so pressed that he said, D. Darrell, I want to kick your ass, and I'm willing to pay the ticket for you to come. This was in December. I'm willing to pay the ticket for you to come to Kansas City, come to my house. In front of my house, I'm going to kick your ass, D. Darrell, in front of my house. This was a pastor, man of the cloth, who's supposed to have a high level of morality. He got out of himself, and he wanted to fight. I laughed at him because I thought it was funny, but he was dead serious. He's like, D. Darrell, I'm going to fuck you up. And there are people who can attest to that because he did that. Now, for those that don't know, the brother that I've roasted many times, Little Big Nate, you know, the one that looked like Porky Pig that, you know, he yelled and hollered, and I had a debate that was all over the manosphere with me and him debating each other. That was something that people talked about. There was tons of people who did videos on it with me and Little Big Nate, and then we talked. Then he threatened to get his son to kick my ass, and then he wanted to see me in the manosphere meetup. This brother from Kansas City sent Little Big Nate 12 videos, at least 12 videos. And Little Big Nate admitted to this. Little Big Nate stated, when I was arguing with D. Darrell and we were beefing, I was not the one that doxed D. Darrell or threatened to give that information to the local news, to hurt D. Darrell, to destroy D. Darrell's business. Again, everybody wants this. They don't want to see me win. Why is it you choose to get in conflicts with me? The kitchen get too hot. Now you want to start trying to destroy shit, which would never happen. By the way, Gerald Palmer sent Little Big Nate. He sent Little Big Nate 12 videos over the last 3 years. He's another one, just like Taz, who saves videos of another man. That can only be a man who's obsessed with that man. And you give it to Little Big Nate so Little Big Nate can go contact KHOU Channel 2 in Houston. That's what he did. And now when I exposed it to the rest of the space, Because he knows how the manosphere feel about doxing and shit like that. They don't take that too kindly. That's one of the reasons why Taz is not in the manosphere now. For doxing. But everybody's a weirdo. But you're the one who got 7. You're the one that has over 10 or 12 or more domestic violence incidents and charges against you. Everybody's a weirdo, but you're selling liquor to underage children. We're the weirdos, but you're the one that got caught with possession. We're the weirdos, but you're hiding. You're the one writing hot chicks. And then you have the nerve to try, you and your wife, spiritual wife, I may add, of trying to say disparaging things to other people who you think have a worse criminal record than you. How the hell the criminal is going to try to talk about another person that's can be seen as a criminal? Only on YouTube do you see this stupidity. You have no right to talk about anybody else's criminal record. You have no right to talk about anybody's record when your record is stained with shit all over that record. What's up, Narratives and Dialogue? How you doing, brother? Good to see you up in here. What's up, Pillsbury Doughboy? Kenneth Wright. What's up, brother? I'm sitting here listening. Now, guys, I want you all to understand. I was merely just when he went live yesterday, man. I was the only I basically was at my office in the Galveston County area, and I had a no-show. I just finished up a meeting. I had a clinical meeting with my staff. You know, Taz, I do own a business. You know, I have black people that work for me, Taz, and a lot of them are actually black women. You know, the ones you claim you support. You know, I actually pay black women what they're worth. You know, the only people that are going to pay us what we're worth are our own people. See, I practice collectivism. I don't have to get on YouTube saying things to cater to women and lying. I actually give black women jobs and black men jobs. So that black workforce that I have, I had a meeting with them for about 25 minutes. And I had a no-show. So I checked YouTube, and sure enough, I see my picture of me at my house, in my home office, talking about how you lost a debate. What's up, Dr. Nikki Proctor Walden? And you're upset because I identified the fact that you don't read books. You don't know anything about Marcus Garvey. You have never read a book about Marcus Garvey in your life. You have never read a book. What you have done is you've Googled information on Marcus Garvey, a collective amount of, which is nothing's wrong with that. But you're not a teacher. You're not an educator. That takes training. That takes education. You see, there's nothing wrong with being self-educated. excuse me, there is nothing wrong with self-education as long as if you are utilizing and have some mentorship of someone who has mastered that information. You see, yeah, Malcolm X may have been self-educated because, see, this is one thing, looking at it from a revisionist standpoint when it comes to Malcolm X, because Malcolm X created a generation after him of people who think that they can become educated in prison and become self-educated, particularly from their own uh, faculties and so on, and think that in some way can transition into normal society or within the marketplace, without understanding the work that Malcolm X invested himself in to be at the status that he was at. Also, nobody wants to point out the fact that there were people in the nation who helped train and educate Malcolm X. See, that's the thing people are not understanding. So now you have these rehabilitated criminal minds who know that they have no other opportunities to become successful. So now they are going to position themselves in ungoverned fields of study and etc. in order to get a job and make money. So therefore, now I can become a pastor. I can become a lecturer. I can become a consultant. I can become a life coach, a dating coach, all of those things. For you all to think that, like, I'm not. This is not a fucking career move for me. Y'all losing your goddamn minds. This is me operating as such on YouTube. My career has been solidified for the last 10 years, 10 or 12 years. I don't need, if YouTube was to close shop tomorrow, my life would not change one bit. It just would be a life without me doing YouTube. On the other hand, for Taz, for Nyla, they would be homeless in a month without YouTube. Nyla cannot go on Facebook because she scammed a whole bunch of people, promising to give them wigs. They bought wigs and you didn't give them their money. So what are you going to do now? You're going to go on OnlyFans and create pornographic videos showing your ass, your 5K ass and breast? I mean, I don't know. What do you plan to do, Taz? Taz, what's going to be your next hustle of robbing the black community? See, Taz, this is the reason why you got kicked out of the manosphere. And the claim that you didn't want to be there, you're lying. You would be there if they would allow you to come now. If Obsidian said, Taz, come on my show right now. If Bernard Raleigh told Taz to come on his show daily, this fool will go over there. He would change all of his talking points for the most part. And he'll start saying all that shit. And all those women that are supporting him, none of those people, the 100, 200 people that was in his chat, about 15% of that are his true fans. Half of those fans are Nyla fans. The other half are Cynthia G fans. And then some of those people were people that actually also supported Black Womansphere also. Those are the three people who made Taz's channel. It was black women who made his channel. Before Nala influenced his channel, Taz's numbers were low. Cynthia G gave him a big big boost. Nala gave him a boost. And then Womansphere gave him a boost when he was going on her channel. So this thing about who has a trash channel, you can call my channel whatever you like. It makes me no difference because I don't need YouTube to make money. Negro, you're the one that needs to go live 5 times a day. You're the one that don't have a job. You don't have a business. You don't have a job. You don't have credit. Your spiritual wife doesn't have credit. And by the way, Nala, the offer still stands. You know what that offer is. That offer still stands. Like I said, you should be tired of running. Nala, are you not tired of running? Are you not tired of going from city to city, dodging lawsuits, living in Airbnbs you can't afford, driving rental Mercedes Benzes and coupes and all this other shit on YouTube, knowing you don't own that shit? Like, seriously. Mahogany, what's up, baby? She said, I just heard a woman in this space talk about what a wife needs to do. Yes, she has no husband. Child, I can't. Man, listen, man. This shit is crazy. What's up, Brandy? How you doing? Narratives and dialogue. I'm being nice right now. And I'm getting ready to go into, therapy and help people in our community. Guys, 15% of my business, don't you all know 15% of my clients particularly those in my community, I counsel them for free. I'm doing my part in the black community. 15% of my clientele is free. You know how many times I had to go to court to testify for free to keep a black family together? Do you want to know how many times I wrote letters to get to the judges, and when a person was up for parole, to keep a brother out of jail or to get a brother out of jail? You know how many times I've done that? I've done that several times. I get a letter out of Mr. Spears. Can you please, if you wouldn't mind, I'm up for parole. I would like if you could send, send a letter on your behalf in regards to when I was in therapy, this and that, talk about my character, what I plan to do as far as continuation of therapy when I get out. I did it for those I felt deserved it. And you know what? When I wrote those letters, within 2 or 3 months, they were out. There are people right now that feel like they're indebted to me because I helped the community. I don't need to come on YouTube talking about B1, but all I do is dox and hurt people who are black. So now people are triggered because now you got a real professional entering the dating coaching arena. So now I see that's the last thing the community on YouTube wanted. They don't want to hear somebody give sound information that can actually help the community. So now I'm under the inclination that you're actually more in line with white supremacy. You don't want to heal the black community. What you want is an echo chamber and a continuous flow of black women and black men arguing with each other, yelling, cursing each other out, and doing a whole bunch of nonsense on YouTube. That's what you want. Because that's how you know. And now you want to kick my ass, Taz. Taz, we both know with the record you have, you're in no condition to want to kick anybody's ass. With the record that you have, if you try to kick anybody's ass, you ain't getting out of jail. Stop. Just, brother, you 45 years old. You're uncoordinated, untalented 6'7" doofus who was mad that he didn't have any talent when he was younger. Who's mad that he couldn't dribble or dunk a basketball at 6'7". So you start wanting, you didn't dunk the basketball, but you was writing them hot chicks and on the corner, getting in a whole bunch of shit, and you the most record. Let me tell you how dumb Taz is. At 6'7", you entering a world of crime, which should be the last thing. You're the most recognizable Negro in the neighborhood. What crime could you commit that nobody wouldn't recognize your 6'7" ass, dusty looking ass? That's how dumb you are, Taz. It would never be hard to identify your ass in a lineup. This is hilarious, man. This is really hilarious. You 6'7" and you want to commit crimes. You want to slang. This nigga still wearing a fucking beeper on his goddamn belt on his waist. Still carrying flip phones and shit with a fucking big white tee and baggy ass jeans off his ass. This is hilarious, man. And so this will be my, because I know he made, and see, he took the video down. And you know why he took the video down? He took the video down because I was going to strike his ass. That's why he took the video down. Because he knew he copied a lot of my content. So he was forced to take that shit down. That's the one smart thing he did. But I'm just baffled at this shit, man. Like, I'm like, dude, I haven't spoken on Taz in months. That debate that he had with Jabari, shit, that was like what? About 7-8 months ago? This Negro still mad that I cooked him on Grandmaster Troll channel over a year ago. This Negro still kept the videos on that. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Nikki says, I'm happy to see that you're sticking to your plan to make content that you find rewarding. Dempsey is all right with me. Right. Thanks for that. It was hilarious to see. And I actually thought that Taz was going to go live for about an hour and a half and say whatever and be done. This Negro went live for hours and hours, damn near 4 or 5 hours. I was watching fucking WWE wrestling. This nigga still was live critiquing Critiqued about 3 videos. I'm like, are you that hurt? Are you that triggered? Brother, are you that triggered? The fact that you lost a debate, you don't know anything about, you don't know shit about Marcus Garvey. I don't give a damn what you read on YouTube. If you didn't go to a college library or buy some books off of Amazon, I am not going to respect the fact that you read fucking uh pockets of information and articles and summaries of what other people thought of Marcus Garvey instead of what history says about Marcus Garvey. And these fools that follow you are even equally as blind because they actually think they're learning something. They actually think this nigga think, well, I teach history. I teach you teach history. Teach history how? What history can you teach? What credibility you have to teach anything? Do you understand the process of instruction and educating? You're producing subjective information and you're so-called lecturing the ignorant who don't know any better. And then they want to criticize me. But see, I'm used to that. I'm used to being criticized because I understand the difference between this shit versus those who wish they were doing the shit that I'm doing. I see Brandy laughing. Seriously, like they don't even know any better. They really don't know any better. They don't know any better. They don't. And it's hilarious. It really is that I got to have these conversations and I got to see people who, damn, you left the Umar sector. Now I got to fuck with him in other sectors. Narratives and Dialogue states, my content I think is informative, good content, even while at under 1,000 subs, nonprofit, and I've let a few things get in the way of that. So feel you in your last statement, D. Durrell. Subscribership is not a measurement of good content. You can have horrible content, but if you fall in line with the algorithm, you can get new subscribers. You can have horrible content but be entertaining, and people are willing to watch bad information that's entertaining. Has nothing to do with the truthfulness of the content. Nothing at all. But Taz doesn't understand the difference. He thinks it's all good. He thinks it's all good. He really does. Yes, Dr. Nikki, the other sector has stunned my professional name. Due to their anti intellectualism, the audacity of ignorance is amazing. Yes, it is. There are people who I was about to. I'm not even going to that, Nikki, because I'm not going to comment on the sector. I'm that's the old that's the God. I almost went into the Godfather phase, Nikki. I had to stop myself. I was about to have a Godfather moment. Brandy Davis states, "Giving your opinion and being a trained educator are two different things. If you're not certified or have a degree in what you're trying to teach, I'm not going. Google is everybody's friend. It is." And then the bottom line is that everything that Google puts out is not accurate information. Some of that information is misleading. Some of that information is not told in totality. Some of that information is taken out of context. That's why I remember when I was trained, if people used internet sources, it had to come from an educational organization, institution, or the government, not from someone that does not have credibility. But you have a man who don't even have a GED claim he's teaching research. And then you got the Negroes that sit there trying to critique the people who actually have the degrees, who actually have formal education, who actually have credibility. And so now I'm like, as I'm trying to, develop my platform right now for the dating coaching, I understand. Now I didn't think that I was going to get pushback from being a dating coach. Now I'm going to have to kind of change up a few things just to deal with the nonsense. I actually thought when I decided to go in, I would get. I didn't expect this. I haven't. I have not created one video yet. Now I have ideas. I have tons of ideas. I'm trying to develop a cool ass intro to market the channel. That's the phase I'm at right now. I have several books that I've been looking at, certain things that I'm pulling out of psychological theory that I'm going to apply at a minimal level. I have not created one video in Mahogany. You're right. I am going to ignore them, but I'm just appalled at the fact that I was not expected. Like, damn. So people putting batteries behind other people's back, and they're paying them. But you want to tell people, I paid people to dox, and I paid people to come at other people. No, I don't. I reward good content. That's what I do. So, but I just wanted to chop it up with you all for a little bit because I'm getting ready to see my client. They'll be here in a little bit, and I just wanted to expound on yesterday and give a civil response before I get to work. My days, I'm gonna have a full day today. Like today, I got several sessions that I have. I actually have to go. I finally found a location for my dollar store. I have to go there. We're doing some renovations to the location that I'm not paying for. That actually the owner of the property is going to do some build out that I need. I got several sessions, and I'm going to go live at 4 p.m. today. And I'm gonna go in for 2 hours 2 whole hours. Because I got a 6 o'clock. I got some stuff that I got to do because I have my domestic violence program that I have to do things for and clients. So I'm going to get all of that energy out from 4 to 6. Then I'm going to get back to work again because that's what I do. So I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting me, guys. Again, I appreciate you all for walking with me through this journey. Through this, I want to thank everybody for allowing my D-Derail Life Solutions to get over 1,000 subscribers, and it's monetized now. I have content on that D-Derail Life Solutions channel that's gold. It's gold. It's free. The amount of content that I've done, some of that content some of that content on the D-Derail Life Solutions channel is actually continuing education worthy. I was worthy. Some of those videos that I created, if you accumulate them to about an hour or two, that's about $300 to $400 an hour worth of work if I was to sell that to the public in my field. And that's facts. There are people that would pay $50 to $100 to $200 for that information, but it's on YouTube for free. When I'm talking about autism, I'm talking about depression, I'm talking about relationship stuff, and I'm talking about different counseling related techniques and communication styles and so forth. That's gold. So, again, guys, thank you all for showing up. I'm getting ready to get to my real work. Appreciate I had the ability to chop it up with you all. I will see you all at 4 p.m. when I'm going to go in, and I can't wait to do that. Y'all have a great day. Peace.